Hello family, welcome back to another week's video. And if you are stopping by for the very first time, I want to extend a warm welcome. I am Shawn LaKelle and thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel. Family, today's video is a marathon. I pulled together some videos because guess what? It's officially Christmas. It's Christmas time. And by now, you guys definitely should be either decorating, being inspired and motivated to decorate. And if not, then this is the video for you. All right. And remember, we got so much going on in this video. You got so many gingerbreads and Santas, Mrs. Claus. It's just so much going on. And I just pulled them all together so that I can be able to share and as well as inspire you and motivate you to get started with your Christmas decorations. And remember, if you are enjoying my video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Let's go ahead and let's jump into today's video. You already know your girl does not decorate on dirt, so I am going to go ahead and wipe down the surface and get it all nice and clean, and then we'll go ahead and get started setting up our cocoa bar. I am using Mrs. Meyer's in the scent Snowdrop, and it smells so good. Okay, now that I have the surface all clean, I'm going to go ahead and clean this riser. I made this. All it is some wood and some little legs that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I glued them. See, I didn't even do a great job with it, but it gets the job done. Just so that I can be able to have some things to sit up a little higher from off the counter space. That's all I'm doing. So we're going to go ahead and start decorating this space. This is going to be my coffee bar, tea bar area. And I'm going to add some really nice goodies. So what I'm doing is I added my Santa. I put a little mailbox there. We're at the North Pole, and I have this little JP snowman. I'm just gonna sit it right here. I think it's perfect for the occasion. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this right here. I just want to be able to display some of my treasures that I like. I love displaying the Ray Dunn mugs, and it's perfect. And I have these cute little bottles from Target Dollar Spot as well. And I guess I'll just put another one right there. Let's see. I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. That's it. I know you're gonna ask, where did I get that plate from? 20-something years ago at the Dollar Tree. It's by Christmas Village Kid Collection. Last year, I did a video on how to make mug toppers, and if you're interested, I will definitely leave that video link in the description box, and you can check that out. It's really a good video, and you can create your own mug toppers, and you don't have to go and pay someone to make them for you. I thought I would use these glass jars to add my cocoa bombs to them, and they fit perfect because it only will hold 3 of them in there. So I separated them and put 3 on each side. I'm using the black container to hold all of the hot chocolate as well as the candy cane spoons. I think it's perfect to keep everything in one place and for easy access. My Santa coasters are a DIY. I did this last year for my Hot Cocoa 2021. It is so simple and easy. All it is your favorite wrapping paper, Mod Podge, and a Dollar Tree coaster. I will leave that video in the description box. It is a great video. You will see items in that video that you're not seeing in this one, and you'll get plenty of inspiration. So I'm going to go ahead and use my styrofoam. I'm going to sit that right in the middle, and I'm going to go ahead and use this decorative fluff. They call it decorative fluff. And what I'm doing is just pushing it around the sides of the actual styrofoam so that it can be snugged in there. And then I'm just gonna pull up some of it because I want it to look like snow. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll stick these little candy picks in here in the styrofoam. So the styrofoam is playing two parts. It's gonna hold the little picks in here as well as when I put the Santa on top. So this is our focal point right here, our Santa. You can use whichever piece you like. I am using my Santa. So now I'm gonna go ahead and decorate the bottom part there. And I wanna add these eucalyptus around it.
It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow failed. I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way.
Now I want to add some gingerbread men into the mix. I'm just going to stick them down there.
I've been waiting for so long for you, but now I got it planned.
So I have these little gift boxes and I'm just going to kind of, that one is kind of big. Let's use a smaller one like this. I'm just going to add some little gift boxes on each side. And let's go ahead and use our picks. I got these from the Dollar Tree. And just add some frosted berries throughout here, like that. Got a little peppermint. Let me see if I can see a little peppermint right there. And maybe one right there. That's it. And that's all I'm doing. And it turned out really nice. Let's see if we can get him to stand up straighter than that. That's all I'm doing. How you like it? Let me know in the comments if you like this little arrangement. I'm going to sit him on top of my stove. That's where he's going to go. I forgot I needed to add the spatulas, so I'm going back and adding the spatulas on each side to complete the look.
It's been such a long time, but tomorrow's Christmas Day, and I am on my way. I'm coming home for Christmas. Yes, I'm coming home to you.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and clean this side of the counter space, and I'm going to decorate this side.
Yes, I'm coming home to you. I can't wait to hold you.
Well, I want to show you how to decorate these Target crates. And these crates have little individual sections here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them up here, and I'm going to kind of stag them like that. I guess that's, see what I'm doing? Because I want to make use of it. I want to be able to use all three, you know, maybe not all of them, but as many as I can. So perfect. Okay. Okay, I have the crates ready. They're all set up. Let me kind of bring the camera down just a little for you. So what I did is I stacked them. I wanted to make sure I'm able to use as many compartments as possible when you're stacking them. So by doing it this way, I'm able to use the first 3 on each of them, and then on the top one I can use all of them because of the way I have them situated on here. So, just want to make sure I got this set up just how I want it. Yep, there it is. Okay, and these are the items that I'm going to be using. So let me just get the camera set up, and I'm gonna just keep the camera right here so that you can be able to see how I put things in as I talk, okay? So let's start with maybe a gingerbread. I think I can put one there. I'm just thinking of putting it there. And maybe the next one can go there. And you just play around with it. Wherever you think it may look. I may be changing things because it may not look how, the way I want it to look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting a few items in. Now, what I have some trees here because of it says Christmas trees at the bottom. I'm just gonna go ahead and put these here. Let me just put them in there because I know I want them there. I don't know what else I'll put in there, but we'll see. I have this. I purchased this cute little guy from Michael's. Really, really nice. They had several, but I only got one of them. That's all I needed. So let's see if I put them here. So you see how I got 1, 2, boom. So there we go. I think that looks good. I have some trees as well. Not sure how I want to put this in here. Let's see. Like that one. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know how I want to do this. Guess I'll set that back there. It's gonna be me, moving things around, trying to get it the way I want it to be. I don't know. It's the first time I'm decorating them too, but I have a passion for decorating and providing these different ideas to you. So hey, that's what I'm doing. This is another way. And I've seen these also at Michael's, and Michael's is so expensive. Theirs are bigger, but they're expensive. I just couldn't do it. I was like, let me go and get them from Target. $5 versus $29. They bigger, definitely bigger. And I think this is perfect for my counter space. I think I'm gonna put a gingerbread tree right there. I just felt maybe a gingerbread tree. I have these stickers here and I pulled some of them off. They're gingerbread, so I'm gonna put some right here. And I think I'll put one on that side right there. All right, let's continue to decorate. Do you own one of these trays? Were you struggling? Were you saying, I don't know how to do this? Let me know if I gave you some ideas and did I inspire you to go ahead and get one and style it for yourself. Just playing around with it, everyone. That's all. Just keep playing and you'll see how you can be able to create something unique and different. Coming on this side, let's add some peppermints down here. See some peppermints there. Some milk and cookies for Santa. I think I'll put that there. These are cute. They're ornaments, but I think I call them maroons or something like that. I don't eat them, but I thought they were cute. I just bought some. Alrighty. I have another gingerbread man, and I don't know, maybe he can go right here. I don't know. Let's see how that looks. And I have Let It Snow. I'm gonna put it right back there. I don't know. Maybe that might be too much. I don't know. See, it might be too much. Let's see if I put it there. And let's put this here. I have a gingerbread house. I think I need to stop. And you can have fun with this. I even have these cute little boxes made of presents, and I just want to kind of put that in there. I think that's it. That's all I believe I can do. I don't want to crowd it up too much, so let me take that out. And let's just leave these here as they are. And it's like I feel like I can put this here. No. All right, I'm gonna leave it like it is. I think that looks really nice like that. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think you will be interested in doing one of these type of vignettes? Let me know in the comments below.
Feeling alone, kinda misty.
Okay, so I have put all these items in place, and this came from Home Goods, and I think I purchased this online. But what I want to do is I want to add a couple of other items to this.
Tell me again with a whisper, little things that I wanna hear, and the stars up above are smiling when they see you holding me so near. I see snowflakes on the chimneys, and the candles have a certain glow, a secret.
I'm going to go ahead and add a simple tier tray here. Just a couple items that I have laying around. I just want to go ahead and create another tier tray on this side of the kitchen. It's close to my refrigerator as well as the sink. And it's just a mailbox, and I'm putting these little ornaments that says Santa. And I just thought I'll put it inside there and add some of my treasured mugs by Ray Dunn and a beautiful Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We are coming to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the video and got plenty of inspiration to decorate your kitchen. Now remember, next week I will decorate the rest of the kitchen using my gingerbread. You don't want to miss that. Hello family, welcome back to another week's video. It's your girl Shauna LaKelle. Thank you so much. If you're stopping by for the first time, welcome to my channel. And to all our returning family members, welcome back to another video. We have so many new family members that have joined our family, and I want to extend a warm welcome to you and thank you so much for being here. Well, family, you already know what this video is about. It is the reveal of my kitchen. I did this video in 3 parts and I'm so glad I did. It's a lot of work that I put into it, and I really hope you guys like this video. And remember, if you're enjoying my video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. That really does help the channel to grow and reach other YouTubers like yourself. You already know I had to do some cleaning in here, so I did. I took down all the home decor that I had on top of the cabinets. I love decorating above the cabinets. That gives so much character. So I removed all of that because I knew I was going to decorate above those cabinets. I also wiped down all the cabinets. I cleaned each and every one of them. Did the refrigerator. I cleaned on top of the refrigerator because I know I wanted to put a vignette up there. You have to stick around to see that. That vignette turned out so beautiful. Also, I did the dishwasher, the microwave, and now that I got this space all nice and clean for you guys, I want to remind you that I have 2 videos out right now. One is my hot cocoa bar. I share how I style my hot cocoa bar. I don't have a designated space, but I created one. Also in that video, I share how to decorate the Target Christmas crates. They turned out beautiful. So if you've seen those crates in the stores and you keep passing them up, don't. Also, I have my gingerbread tier tray, and that video turned out really nice. I shared 2 gingerbread tier trays to give you ideas how you can decorate your kitchen and be ready for the holidays. Now let's go ahead and let's jump into this video. As I was prepping and preparing how I was going to decorate my kitchen for Christmas, I knew I wanted to add snow and lights to give the illusion of a winter wonderland theme into my kitchen. I purchased the snow from Dollar General and the fairy lights from the Dollar Tree. My first treasure piece is called North Pole Express by Mark Roberts. This train is loaded with teddy bears, elves, Santa, rocking horse, giraffe, Christmas tree, and it is so beautiful. And I just love how he added the elf at the conductor of the North Pole, and Santa is just holding a beautiful teddy bear as well as a little bell in his hand with an ornament, and it's so beautiful. I've had these pieces for a long time, and it is just one of my most treasured pieces that I love to display during the holidays. The little boy and girl elf that's holding the Santa letter, I purchased those at Family Dollar. Beautiful. I thought it added a perfect accent to this display. If you have been following me for a while, you know I love to decorate on top of my refrigerator for all the season, and this season was no exception. I wanted to take things up a notch and bring in Winter Wonderland on top of my fridge. The gingerbread sign came from Ross, and I love to decorate with my black boat. I purchased this boat many years ago, and the store has closed. It was Pier 1, and I'm going to use one of my coasters because I want to place my Santa. I want him to be able to stand without tipping over. And this Santa came from Kmart many years ago when they were in business. And I went on and I created my own candy. I used these plates from the Dollar Tree, and I just glued them together, and I used red
tissue paper. I wrapped them up. I used that white and red tissue paper as well. And at the end of it, I used some ribbon. Now, the little round piece is from a noodle that you purchase out from the Dollar Tree. And for my kisses, I used a funnel from the Dollar Tree, and I used some aluminum foil, and I used the little paper that comes off the Kisses candy, and I just placed it right inside. And I thought this was a great DIY. The star of my kitchen is Mrs. Claus. This Mrs. Claus came as a set, the animated set. You probably have one. It's the Santa and Mrs. Claus, and this one has a little light pole that goes with it. I just separated her from Santa, and I gave her a little tweak. I purchased the frosting kit from the Dollar Tree and wrote the word frosting in red. Also, I found the little whisk at Hobby Lobby, and then I added a sheet of gingerbread cookies that's hanging on her arm. I purchased that from Cracker Barrel, and it's just turned out perfect, as well as her apron. I was inside Caroline Pottery, and I found one, and I just cut it down to size, and I tied it around the back of her, and I created my own vision. This is what I wanted. I've been looking for one, and I think it turned out perfect. And my Santa, he has a plate of gingerbread cookies, and he has a gingerbread man in his hand. And I love the detail that they put on his apron. They put a little recipe that says gingerbread cookies, the wooden spoon, a candy cane. And I just love how this whole little vignette turned out, and it just looks so beautiful sitting on top of my refrigerator.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas, a winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, family's near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss, a green red delight with glimmering silver white. You dazzle us all from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, red presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day.
moving on. This one is called Santa and Two Elves on a Sleigh. I love the attention to detail that Mark Roberts added to this particular Santa. The quality of the fabric you have with the Santa as well as the elves, just really beautiful. I added some gingerbread men and a girl to this area. I also went on and added a huge plush gingerbread man, and then I added this beautiful cake that I added with it, and the sign came from Ross.
My presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day.
Now, I found this Santa this year. He was in TJ Maxx. It was $16.99. I'd never seen anything like this before. I like to look for unique items when I'm looking for Santas, and this is definitely one that is very unique, with a shopping cart loaded with gifts and candy and a Christmas tree from the top shelf to the bottom. How stinking cute is that? And what I did is I paired it with two gingerbread. One, Oh Snap, which is by Ray Dunn, and the other one is just a normal type of gingerbread, but I love it. It's cute. So I put them on easels, and I put Santa right in the middle.
Hurry Christmas, hurry now. I can't wait to see what's under the Christmas tree for you and me. Oh, little bear toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming.
My kids, or should I say my son, he did this. Talking about Brianna was here. I tell you, what the things they do to blame another person for their wrongdoing. That's what my son did. He blamed his sister, making it think like she did it. But you won't believe how long it took me to figure it out.
But I can last. Hurry Christmas, hurry now. I can't wait to see what's under the Christmas tree for you and me. Oh, little bad toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and
All of my evergreen trees are from Hobby Lobby, and I am going to add this Santa called the Rocking Horse Santa, and it has a elf on the back of it as well. Very well done. Attention to detail, the fabric, love it. And I am also going to add a sign that I purchased from Carolina Pottery. It's milk and cookies. So nice to go with it. I love the color scheme that I'm using, and I'm adding several gingerbread men in this mix as well that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. And also I'm using some of my Ray Dunn. I just love mixing Ray Dunn in with my Christmas decor. It goes with everything. You're going to see my taste is a little different. It's gingerbread, but I also like to display my other treasures with it as well. And I just think everything goes very well together.
Outside my window, where children lighting up the Christmas tree, and the snow is falling. It reminds me of the good times, those winters we would spend just you and me. It's been such a long time, but tomorrow's Christmas Day, and I am on my way. I'm coming home for Christmas. I'm coming home to you. Oh, how much I missed you. Wanna spend this day with you. Yes, I'm coming home.
The sheet of gingerbread cookies, I DIY'd their ornaments. I glued them down with E6000 and then I sprayed it with Mod Podge adhesive spray and sprinkled snow to make it look like powdered sugar. I think it turned out pretty.
Movies on TV, we can do what we wanna do.
I also added these beautiful mugs that I purchased from the at-home store, placed them on a mug holder, and I displayed them that way on top of my cabinets.
This time I'm here to stay. I'm coming home for Christmas. Yes, I'm coming home to you.
On this side of the cabinet, I'm going to add these beautiful candy cane trees that I purchased from Walmart. I'm also including another Raydon canister that says Santa. And I'm going to add another tree, evergreen tree, as well as I'm going to add another Santa. Oh, this one is gorgeous. And the name of this Santa is called Ice Skating. So beautiful, attention to detail, and it has a beautiful ornament that's hanging from his arm that I just love. So beautiful. I'm going to also add some shelf-sitting children. I purchased from Family Dollar, and then these other little children dressed up in snow outfit, they came from Hobby Lobby. The gingerbread street sign came from Hobby Lobby, and let me tell you, the struggle is real. I was struggling trying to get the sign to stand, but it finally did after several tries. I am using a push pin to hang my Mark Roberts fairy. This is called the Muffin Fairy, and I have a large one as well as a small one, and they look like they are just flying or hanging by themselves, you know. Look how cute they are. They are so attention to detail. I just love these fairies. I love to hang wreaths over my cabinet doors. It just takes it to another level. Now these wreaths I purchased a few years ago, and I like this because they're small and you can still be able to hang them and get the effect that you're looking for. They came from Target out of the dollar spot. They were $3 a piece, and I like that I can switch them up. And what I do is I'll take two of the plain evergreen, and then I purchase another set from the Joann Fabric, and those wreaths has berries on them. So I do two plain wreaths and then two with the berries, and then I go and do another two. So you'll see me doing that. I do share a little bit of a clip. I'm not going to take you through the whole process of it. You will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Just keep watching.
Daylight and my mind is dreaming.
I want to take this time to introduce myself. I am Shauna LaKell. I have been married to my husband, Mark, for 27 years. We have 2 young adults, and we do live in Georgia. I want to take this time to welcome you to my channel. If you have not yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd like to give you a warm invitation to come on and click on that subscribe button and become a part of our family. We are called the SL family over here, and I would love to have you to be a part of our family.
Wanna move with your body, baby. Let me move with your body, baby. You're exotic. My eyes can see perfection in the way that you move. Boy, you got it. Devotion's getting stronger with all that you do. But I'll be waiting for the moment to take me to you. Yeah, I'll be waiting. I'm just a couple steps from going over the moon. I wanna move with your body, baby. I wanna move with your body, baby. I wanna move with your body, baby. Let me move with your body, baby. Ooh, yeah.
And just like that, look how the reef transformed the kitchen. And you see how I used the 2 different reefs? It just definitely pops in here. And I just love the look. The final look is really beautiful. So go ahead and hang yourself some reefs on your cabinets.
But I'll be waiting.
Well, you knew I had to put a little tree in here. So I'm using my little topiary tree. It's not large. It's about 6 feet tall when you have the vase with it. And I'm just going to go ahead and create a beautiful gingerbread tree using all the picks I can. I want to make it full and just load it up with a bunch of ornaments that are gingerbread related.
Just a couple steps from going over the moon. I'm not here for you to blow your one and only chance. I'm not here to waste my time on yet another bad romance. Now I got hopes for us tonight, for this here thing to turn out right. So from the start, let's get this one thing clear. You should know you're looking at a self-made woman. You should know I got nothing for free in this life. None of us can know what's coming. So if you wanna be with me, baby, can't you see? You gotta make room for a self-made woman like me.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I was getting a little tired of moving my camera around, so I decided to finish decorating the tree off the camera, and then I will give you an overview of how the tree turned out. I also decided to go ahead and decorate my buffet table here, and that Santa is one of my favorites. It's by Fitz and Floyd. I use it only for decorations, and I've had it for many years, and I just love it. He is so beautiful. He is one of my precious treasures. And I just added some other little items down on the lower part of this buffet, just to, make it festive in here. I also, I didn't do very much on the kitchen table because, as I told you before, we eat right here. But I did put some picks in there, as well as a cocoa canister by Ray Dunn. And then I went on and I switched out my curtains and put in some red and white to go with the theme here. And that is pretty much it that I did there.
Where the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby.
When my family and friends come over into my home, this is where they're going to gather. The kitchen is where we congregate. Now, this gingerbread towel set came from Marshall's, but I also seen it at TJ Maxx. I am just loving the way everything turned out. It's very festive, very welcoming, and I'm telling you, I just love it. Now, here's my cocoa bar, and I just love how that turned out. And you can create this yourself. You don't need a whole lot. I didn't have a cocoa bar designated space, but look, I put it right there. Also, on my stove, I DIY those two Santas that's on an easel. That is a hot plate holder, and I used my favorite gift bag and some Mod Podge. Very simple DIY.
Table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking.
And I just love how the wreaths turned out. What do you think? How do you like what I did? I hope you did. And if you are enjoying this video, before you leave, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. In last week's video, which is my hot cocoa bar video, I created this beautiful vignette. This Santa came from Marshall's. He's about 10 inches tall, and I placed him inside this Ray Dunn mixing bowl, and I just garnished it with some beautiful red berries, as well as frosted eucalyptus, and I think it turned out perfect.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holiday
Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you're enjoying today's video.
It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to
The Santa picture came from TJ Maxx last year.
tell you in every way. But now I'll get it done. I'm not gonna wait. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show. Always got you on my mind, but I know this time you're on top of my list. Only wish, and as we decorate the tree, only you and me. I'll be making plans, make you understand.
The gingerbread oh snap is a DIY, real simple and easy to do. I just took an ornament and I glued it on there and used some lettering from the Dollar Tree.
'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not gonna wait. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show.
The Santa plate stand came from QVC, and the Mr. and Mrs. Claus mug set came from Home Goods. We're coming towards the end of this video. I want to thank you so much for being here and supporting me. It is greatly appreciated. Have a blessed week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
Show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying.
Okay, so I'm going to do a 2-tier tray, and I've had this one for a while. I did purchase this particular one at Marshall's, and I think it was $24.99. I have seen it this year, and they do have it. And if you see it, pick it up. I really like it. You all already know, before I start decorating, I always have to clean the surface. So just going to give it a nice wipe down and get it all cleaned up here. Now that my tier tray is all nice and clean, I can go ahead and start adding my items. And if you've been following me for a while, many of you know that I have a passion for tier trays and I enjoy creating them. I did a video that says how to decorate a tier tray for fall. I give tips, ideas, and hacks. You need to go and watch that video. I'll definitely leave it in the description box, that link for you. So the first thing I like to do is put big pieces in their place. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this gingerbread man right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this around. And then I want to add my sign. So I thought I would go with Oh Snap. And I'm going to put that right there. Next thing I like to do is I have some spaces right here and right here. I do have a couple of gingerbread boy as well as a girl, and I just got to decide how I want to do it. So let's see if we put one right there. You see that? That looks nice. And I guess I'll put her right here. All right, so take a look at that. Everything has balance. That's so important when you're decorating a tier tray. Make sure you have your balance going there. Everything match, it goes together. You have to have a theme. I always say have a theme because that's how you make a tier tray so that it can look really beautiful and it pops and stands out. Tier trays are conversational pieces. I love creating them. Just imagine when your family comes over and they see your tier tray there. It's going to definitely spark up some conversation. All right, so now that I have those pieces in place, we're going to go ahead and move down to the bottom tier. Let me move this down. There we go. That's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so I do have a couple things that I want to work with. I purchased this here at Walmart. It's a little wagon, and I thought I would put a little gingerbread in there. And then I had another one, the mommy, or I want to put her right in the front of that. And let's just sit this here. I think that looks nice like that. And so you see that? That looks good. And I do have, now I want you to also look at ornaments. When you're looking at ornaments work perfect on tier trays. So this was an ornament and it's a little hole right there. And all I did was just screw that ornament out of there. Not the little, what they call those things? The string. So we have that going. That looks pretty good, right? All right, let's go to this empty spot right here. I do have another gingerbread. Actually, I don't want that right there. I'm gonna put this one on this side. And I think I'll put this one right here. I want to give a difference in the look. Look, let me kind of pull it up. See that right there? They're different. And these were a pair right there, but I don't want to use the girl right there. I'm gonna use her over on this side. And right here, let me bring it down a little bit. Sorry about all that. I have my Ray Dunn cheer plate. And you always know, I love to put desserts on a tier tray. They just really make great conversational pieces. And this here is a sugar cookie. I'm gonna use that sugar cookie. These are ornaments. I just took the string out. This was an ornament as well. So I think what I want to do is kind of stand this one up a little. like that. And then I have this. This was an ornament as well. And look how I created a beautiful display of dessert there, cookies. Now, I also think I want to try and put this bake Scrabble sign in here. So I'm not sure. Let's see if I can do it here. I'll put that right back there. And I want to, there we go, right there. So I have this Scrabble sign. It says bake. It spelled the word bake right on out. There we go. And that looks nice like that. So I have the wagon. I have a Christmas tree there. The sign bake. I have my gingerbread man here. You know what? I think I want to make some changes. And let's try moving this bake sign. I'm going to move this. The reason why I'm making the change, I want to show it to you why I'm making the change. It's right here. It's too much going on here with the gingerbread. They're too close. So what I want to first do is, I think by putting this red tree in between these two gingerbread men here, or the girl and then this one here, I think that breaks it up right there. What do you think? See that right there? That looks a lot better. Let me straighten her up. Straighten up. There we go. All right. Let's bring this over here. And what I want to do, I'm going to move this over right here. See? And I think I'm going to put the bake right here. I think that looks better because of the desserts that's here. I think that looks a whole lot better. Let's turn that one like that. Let's see. All right, I think that looks really, really good. All right, so I have the top tier ready. It's all nice, and then I have the bottom. I could leave this like this, but you guys know I'm a greenery girl, so I'm going to add greenery to my tier tray, and I'm also going to add some fillers. And these are some fillers that I'm going to use, as well as I have these are ornaments, but I'm not going to use them as ornaments. I'm going to take them off the string, and I'm probably going to individually use them. So what I have is some frosted eucalyptus. I'm going to add some of them in between each of these just to give it some pop of interest. And I think the greenery is definitely going to pop in here. All right, I have these frosted eucalyptus. These are really, really beautiful. So I'm going to start right here at the bottom, and let's go ahead and put them in here in place. Let's do that. I'm going to put one right there. Oh, these come on a huge stem, and I just cut them off individually.
If you're enjoying today's video, don't forget, give this video a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you. I'm also on Instagram. I'm trying to grow that platform. That's Florida Girl Living in a Georgia World. I'd love to have you over there.
And I have some berries. I'm going to use these berries I think that'll be a nice little accent. Look at that. Now I have, this was a ball of ornaments. I took the lid off of it. I'm gonna shake some of the ornaments, the peppermints out of the ornament. See how I find things that represent my tier tray. Candy, peppermints. That looks pretty nice. Turned out really great. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move up to the top. We just completed our first gingerbread tier tray, and I just used some simple items we have here just to make it. And you can do it too. Yes, you can.
Remember, if you're on IG, follow me over there. And if you create a tier tray, please share it with me. I would love to see your creation.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and start our second tier tray, our gingerbread tier tray. And I'm going to put my big pieces in place. My husband scored this last year for me. I just love that Santa helper. And then we're going to go ahead and add this gingerbread man right there. So we have those two big pieces in place. And I'm going to add one of my little Christmas tree peppermint. This was a ornament, and I took the string off. I'm going to add another one on this side. I'm just trying to balance it off here. Make sure you have balance, so important. Okay, we have those pieces in place. I think I could add a couple more. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to add this here. I'm gonna add that right there. Doing something different. And I also have this piece right here, and it's a wooden spoon with gingerbread on it, and I'm going to add that, I think, right there. All right, so you see we have a little balance going on there. I added a couple more pieces this time up to the top, and you can add or subtract from what you want to put on your tier tray. It's your tier tray. You make it to be what you want it to be. So we're going to go ahead and move on down to the bottom tier tray right here. It's good right there. So I do have this sign. I'm going to put this sign, I think I want to put it over like that right there. And the reason why I put it there, because I'm trying not to have the sign to go with Santa helper. So I just put it right there. So let me move the camera down.
There we go. And I'm going to use these gingerbread men again. There's nothing wrong with using them. I'm just trying to give you ideas how you can use your items on your tier tray. And I'm going to add another tree right there. I think that's good. I have another one of these balls, and I don't want to put it on the same side where this ball is up there, so I'm going to do that ball right there. And I have these little gingerbread trees. Thought I'll sit that right there. That looks nice, just like that. Gingerbread tree. I have one more gingerbread tree, and I guess I'll put it on this side. No, that side, because it got the candy cane right there. And I guess I'll put this gingerbread man right here. And I have some peppermint. It's an ornament. I'm just going to lay it right there in front of there. So I kind of switched it up a little. You see that? That looks pretty good. All right. Again, you can leave your tier tray like this. It's nothing wrong with it. I just like greenery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add greenery to the tier tray. Okay. So this time, what I'm going to do, I have my eucalyptus, the frosted eucalyptus, and then I also have these frosted lamb ears, perfect for the holiday. So they have this little clip, and I'm just going to clip them on here and just kind of like nestle it right in the middle here, like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and place it right there. That looks really nice. So I'm just giving it a new look. The last tier tray just had the eucalyptus, and I'm adding now the lamb's ear. Just giving it a different look. And here we go. Here we go. I'm going to place that right in front. I like that. It looks nice. And I think I'm going to put something right there. Okay, there we go. Do you think I should add some berries? Let's see. I want to see what that's going to look like. I add these berries here. Just trying to stick it in there. Yes. Oh, yes. OMG. I'm going to definitely put them in there. It's popping. That looks really nice.
think need to put one right there. And there we go. You see how greenery definitely take it to another level. This is why I like to use greenery. You use greeneries, and look, this time I'm using eucalyptus as well as the frosted lamb ear. Look at that glittery. It's just glittering and glycerin. It's really, really pretty. Greenery is king. Greenery is king. All right, let's move down to the bottom and add some of those red berries right down there. Wow, that really, really is popping. Ooh, woo, that is so cute. So stinking cute. All right, so let me turn this one to you this way, and I'm just gonna stick this right there. Right in there. Perfect. You see that? Looks good.
And watch TV, wrapping up the gifts with my fingertips, making up some fancy rhymes. So fancy. Just got something fun for my special one, but my love don't cost a dime. Waiting for Santa to come, he'll be knocking on my door. Treat the old and the young. I hear sleigh bells in the snow, holding on to a bunch of reindeer. He'll be making his rounds, working harder for every year. When the Christmas spirit's all over town. I'm not one of them, the three wisest men, but I got an open heart. If you feel alone, just stop by my home. I don't care about who you are. If you make the trip, have a little sip, talking about the good old times, how they did it then, back in Bethlehem, when the legend came to life. I'm waiting for Santa to come, he'll be knocking on my door.